You're watching the 2019-20 SCAC Men's and Women's Swimming and Diving Media Days. Today we're taking a look into the Southwestern University Men's and Women's Swimming and Diving program. The Pirates, of course, coming off a very successful season that saw them win the SCAC title on the men's side and finish third on the women's side. The Pirates will be once again led by head coach John Duncan along with senior Todd Coachman and senior Brielle Adolph. Coach, Todd, Brielle, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Russell, for having us.
Coach, we'll get started with you as you head into your 9th season as the head of the Southwestern Men's and Women's Swimming and Diving programs, coming off such successful seasons. What is it that gets you so excited about this time of the year, the beginning of a new season and the challenges that presents? What do you love about getting everyone back together and back in the pool for the start of a new year?
Russell, every year is a new team, and so we lost a few seniors last year. We have a whole new group of freshmen in, and our freshmen last year gained experience from just being a part of the team for the season. So every year is just a new team and that excitement and trying to work towards each of our team goals and individual goals.
Todd, there has to be a buzz getting everyone back together for this season, coming off that SCAC championship. And for you as a senior, as you prepare for another year, what is your mindset getting back in the pool and getting ready for a new year as one of the senior leaders with this team?
We just really want to make sure that we continue to have fun in the process of getting better. We like to come in every day, just make sure our practice is the best it can possibly be, have some fun, laugh, practice hard, and just really every day is make sure we enjoy having this experience every day.
Brielle, similar to Todd, what makes the start of this year so exciting? And as a senior, what makes this year maybe different for you as you head into it and get prepared to hit the pool running?
I think what makes it exciting is that, the men did win conference, so coming off of that, we kind of hope to, that's kind of where we strive to be. Like, that's always the goal. We want to win. I think how it's different this year for me, obviously being a senior, getting to step up in a leadership role. There's a lot of freshmen this year, so there's 4 seniors and there's about 20 freshmen, so it's a lot different. The atmosphere is different. They're all younger, so we kind of have to be mentors to them, and we just have to show them the ropes.
Coach, specifically when it comes to the men's program, it's got to be a little bit different for you this season. You've worked so hard to get that SCAC championship, and you come off that a season ago. Do you now at all change your approach with you and your staff when dealing with the men's team, and how do you continue to motivate them and keep them hungry, despite being at the top of the mountain?
It goes back to every year is a new year and a new team. I think one is, what we did last year is last year, and now everything is, completely clean, and we got to work for it. So it's just day in and day out, and we just try to get better every meet we go to, and looking forward to mid-season and winter training, and we're a team that I think we get better as the season goes on, and we kind of, we have some mistakes and we work on those mistakes and we learn from them and we get better.
Brielle, swimming is such a labor-intensive sport requiring so much dedication and hard work that I, obviously incredibly respect. How did you prepare physically for this year, your senior year? What did your summer work look like as you prepared to get ready for your 4th year there in Georgetown?
So summer looks pretty similar to what we would be training in the peak of our season, which is just getting in the pool every day from 2 to 4 hours, trying to get a training in anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week. But over the summer, it's about what can you do to take it to that extra step and to train a little harder. So for me personally, it happens outside of the water, and I choose to lift a lot more, kind of incorporating CrossFit, and so that kind of translates well into the pool.
Coach, shifting to the women's team now, as Brielle sort of talked about a number of young workers, young swimmers when it comes to this program, and they've had so much talent with rising juniors, rising sophomores. What do you look for your swimmers as they progress? What are you kind of looking for them to take that next step to sort of continue to grow as swimmers in the pool?
We've had some difficulties in the past with our women's team in the past couple of years. It seems that all our women cared for one another, that they've really come together as a team, and we've been having fun doing it. So I think there's kind of that definitely a family type atmosphere we have on our women's side, and we've always had it seen the past few years on our men's side, but I think really the past couple years our ladies are up and coming, and we're getting some fast ladies coming in our freshman class. I think is pretty good, and we're definitely looking forward to what they can do, and then just kind of meshing with our sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and we're just kind of excited to see what we can do this year on the women's side.
Todd, Coach spoke a little bit earlier about kind of the progression of a season and each year being a new year. And so kind of just starting fresh and sort of taking those strides as the year unfolds. For you, what are you looking for specifically from yourself over the course of the first month and a half in the pool that will give you confidence that ultimately assures you'll be ready come championship season?
I really just look for having an opening speed in the first half of my races. I know that, especially with the events that I swim, are a little bit longer, so if I have good opening speed, then the back half will come. And so the first meet or two, I really just want to feel good in the first half, and then not get too frustrated because I know the back half will come.
Coach, what are the biggest challenges when you have to deal with a bunch of different personalities and you're trying to get everyone on the same page, but everyone's body obviously isn't going to react the same as far as putting together a plan throughout the course of the year to make sure they're ready for championship season? How do you kind of combat those challenges as a staff, and what's been key for you in finding success in dealing with all those different personalities?
There's definitely a lot of moving parts, and so I think communication is the biggest thing that we do, is communicate through our Monday meetings and laying out a game plan for the week, what's happening. There's emails, there's texts, there's one-on-one meetings that we do constantly, and if someone's not on the right path moving forward, then we'll pull them out of the pool or meet with them and speak with them, and a lot of it's just kind of the motivation that goes in with being a Division III athlete, and our students are they're motivated, but they also need some good extra motivation. Our sport is hard. We're staring at a black line, so in the water. So it's kind of just day in and day out, and we kind of refocus our goals throughout the season. And but it's totally a team effort, and there's just definitely we have to have people stepping up and motivating one another in order to finish out the season in the right way.
Finally, to wrap things up with both the athletes, Todd and Brielle, as you guys have had discussions with your teammates early on in this season and getting prepared for the year about some of the goals you have for your teams, what have those discussions looked like, and what are some of those goals you have for this 2019-2020 season?
Yeah, so I think, and all four seniors have sat down and we've discussed things that we would like to see this season and kind of just like the mark that we would like to leave on the team. And I think the biggest thing is just being that mentor for them. At the end of the day, yes, the goal is to win and we want to swim fast, but it's also just being the best athlete and person you could be. Especially at Southwestern, a big focus is academics, so not only being good in the pool, but being good in the classroom too, because everyone knows who you are here. So it's more about just being the best person you could be.
Yeah, and I think that the big thing for the seniors is that the four of us are all really good friends. We have a small class, and so we've become best friends over the past 3 years together, and just making sure that we kind of stress to the younger people, this is only 4 years of your life, so you have to make the most of it, and obviously swim fast, work hard, but enjoy the time you have with the people here as well.
And Coach, finally for you, I know that each year is a new year and every team is a new team, so I get that. But as you kind of had taken some inventory and looked at these seasons, these years are successful if what unfolds and plays out for these two teams. What are you looking from your programs to kind of give you confidence that this is another successful year in the history of Southwestern swimming?
Yeah, just I guess everyone doing the right things, the small things, showing up on time for practice, communicating. We talked about that, but it's looking at the whole picture too. It's a long season, and if they look at everything, how many months we put in, I think they just get too caught up in that. So it's every day is a new day, and so if they have a bad practice, then we come back and we make the next 3 practices better than that one. So it's just, I think, day in and day out, and we make it to going into our second meet this weekend against Austin College and Oklahoma Christian on Saturday. So it's just kind of preparing for that, and then we prepare for the next meets and ultimately prepare for conference in February.
Southwestern University men's and women's swimming and diving programs. Again, the Pirates will be led as they head into the season by head coach John Duncan, along with senior Todd Coachman on the men's side and senior Brielle Adolph on the women's side. Coach Todd, Brielle, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you move forward into the rest of the season.
Thank you.